Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd down, 3 to go. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Raider 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Finding his tight end, Mayer. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Now a give on the ground. Good running inside the 25. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Vegas.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Penn State. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Go, go. Hey, kill.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
All right, here we go. Done.
They'll try and run for the first with Etienne.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So, fourth down, and on comes the rookie, Cam Little, for this Jaguar field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now, faking the give. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Here's second and 9. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Handoff here, up the middle, with good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good. And the Raiders move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing is Lawrence. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Red on red.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Take right open.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 tight.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
To the air now on 1st and 10. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. So that challenge, a successful one. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there, just a short gain. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Tucker. And he will score. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Reload! Hey, Lion!
They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. To Cameron Richardson there on the tackle. Second down and 8.
Hey, go! Here we go.
Lawrence now. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one caught by Tucker. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Taking off.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is impossible. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
They'll send him over to the left. Here comes the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
Let's go now.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Up the middle they go. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Let's go.
Here's a designed run. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders going to open up a 17-3 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Easy. Ralph. Silver.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Go, let's go. Agate.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game, that's been full of them.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Tucker. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Receiver in motion, going right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Hey, run!
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Travis Etienne inside the 20. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He keeps it himself.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And this is going to be a Raiders first down. He's up to the 45-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now, he'll air one out. A big play there for the Raiders. 32 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That one intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Unlock Lion.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Fred on red. 13, Luke. Red.
They go play action for Lawrence. Along the sideline, Williams pulls it in. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Now a handoff. Etienne. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Lion. Here we go, sir.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
30 left. Here we go, sir.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one.
23.
3rd and very long.
Go, go. 11. Here goes 11.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick six. A touchdown for the defense. The defense comes up with the big play. And the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, you've got to find a way to connect.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Third and 6. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Raiders have their punt team out there. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Red on red.
Davis heading in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, hey.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Go. Here we go, son.
Lawrence. That's complete to ETN. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now the return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now, faking the give. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Hey, Lion.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Go, go! Go, go! Here we go, sir.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Hey, easy, route.
A give for Etienne, heading right. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Bigsby. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Let's go. Alert! Alert! Silver!
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. And the Jags are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Hey, run!
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal.
Clock.
Here's Bigsby. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at 1 possession. That's a great start there on 1st down.
11, Agate.
One more time with Bigsby. This defense backed up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs. Now after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal.
Easy. Read up 24. Read 54.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to his running back.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? the decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll run. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. They'll throw out of the gun. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here is 2nd and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
He'll try and get there on the ground. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back at 60. Let's go. Take off.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. So it's a win here for the Jaguars.